Welcome back, guys, to another Dragon Ball Legends video. Today we are taking a look at the preview for Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta's Ultra. Unfortunately, this guy has been disrespected very much so far, so hopefully the animations and the kit will make up for it. But with that being said, let's get straight into it. I like this OST here already. OST goes hard. Definitely feels very Vegeta-like. Oh, devious back shot on Vegeta right there. There's like something in my eye. Holy shit. Ooh, nice little transition there. And then we go straight into the eye glow. Okay. Not a bad. Pretty solid ink art. Oh, he has the golden grade ape on his intro. That's fire. That is really fire. Nice cover change. Blue card's kind of whatever. There's the new mechanic, switch attack ability. Okay. We'll have to see what that's about for sure. And then is his ultimate final shine? Final flash. Not too crazy, but it's good. It's not too crazy. It's not bad. That's the main thing, is that it's not bad. So I'd say that's pretty solid. I especially like that shot in his ultimate, where you kind of look at like Omega's face right before he gets blasted to the moon. I think that's pretty good. But with that being said, let's go ahead and pull up his kit, see if the page wants to load for us. Yep, it doesn't want to load. Okay, that's fine because I anticipated that. So we did go ahead and preload it on our phone. So we're going to go ahead and transition over there. Alright guys, we are here for Vegeta's kit on our phone. Let's go ahead and take a look at what he does. So he is a red Vegeta Clan Saiyan GT character, also Super Saiyan 4 and Shadow Dragon Saga. His Z ability is Blast, Attack, and Strike Defense with an extra to DGT special move. Not a fan of him being a blast-based character for sure. That was not what I was hoping for. I was hoping he was Strike so you could run him with like the Tag 4s and G4. But he's blast-based. Maybe it won't matter depending on his strike stats, but we'll see about that when we get his stat info. His ultra ability is just standard. His strike attack does have blast armor, and it gives him strike damage on activation for 5 timer counts. That can be pretty good. His blast has the same property, gives him blast damage on activation. His special move gives him 10% of his unique gauge, so he does have a unique gauge mechanic. Critical hit, special move damage, and if his unique gauge is in the release type, so he has multiple gauges, he'll get an additional 30% special move that's uncancelable, and also give a health restore debuff to all enemies for 50% for 10 timer counts. Solid, but not thing crazy. And then his special attack on activation will give him 30 key, 15% unique gauge, 30% damage, cancel some abnormal conditions and attribute downgrades. And if he does land his green card, he'll also get 2 cards and nullify cover changes, which will combo into everything. Pretty standard green card there, nothing too crazy yet again. His ultimate has ultimate damage up, critical rate, nullifies endurance, and if it's in release type, he gets type neutral and ultimate damage. Pretty good there. Type neutral is always good to have. If you don't have type neutral, sometimes that could be really bad. But I don't think that'll matter much for this guy because he's red, and there's really not that many blue threats in the meta. There's a couple blue tanks like Fiku, but I mean, nobody's really running MUI anymore, so I don't think this guy will have too much of an issue with blue units. He destroys one card, draws his ultimate on main, gives ally health, okay. And he also has enemy Dragon Balls -3. Pretty good main there. Pretty good main. Now, looking at his numbers, he's starting off with 300% damage, 200% damage, 210 damage card, 70% key recovery card draw, permanent -2 sub counts on switch, and he also has 50% endurance. Pretty nice, pretty nice. On entry, he gets a card, he gets health, key, cover null, type neutral defense, destroys one enemy card. If there's at least a defeated battle member, he gets 50% unique gauge charge rate. On an ally battlefield entry, he also gets his unique gauge, and the next activated arts gets up to 20% damage, charging up to 100%. When hit by an enemy guards, he gets unique gauge. He lowers ally sub count every time, which is really useful. Seals enemy card slots, but it only does it once, okay. And all enemy cards get increased. That's pretty good defensive utility right there. Pretty good defensive utility. You're lowering sub counts every time. You're giving them card cost increase every time. Pretty solid there. When the enemy activates Rush Special Ultimate Awakened Art Rising Rush when he's on the battlefield, he will cancel buff effects 3 times. That's pretty solid as well. On ally cover change, he gets health and damage. On switch attack activation, which is the new mechanic that we saw, he does major damage to the enemy, gets type neutral, cancel that to targets with normal conditions, ally subcounts -2, and it combos into everything for him pretty much. So that's a pretty nice option there to have as well. Dealing that's just free damage you're going to be getting if that gets off. We don't know how that activates yet though. His cover changes for blast cards, combos into blue card. And now we get to his big thing, which is his unique gauge. He has a time type and a release type. So he will start as a time type and he will start as 40% charge. And it will not charge while he's in release type. When the unique gauge becomes full, it'll switch to release type. He'll get 15% health. He will nullify combo breaking actions, which is basically he'll be able to nullify the counter gauges. Right now, counter gauges don't really exist, so that's kind of it's just basically going to be cover null. He does also get protect hand for 10 counts, which is good. He gets minus sub counts by 5. He gets one more available switch attack as well. And when it's on release side, whenever he uses an art, he draws a card, gets 30 key, vanish gauge 30, and damage 20. Why? What? So, when it's in release type, every single card he uses is giving him another card, damage, key, and vanish gauge until it's drained. And when it's decreasing by 30% on his uses. So you're going to be able to get that off at least 3 times, maybe 4, because if it's decreasing by 30%, you'll have 10% left over. So I don't know what that 10% will account to. I'd assume it just gives you another use, so you technically would be able to get it 4 times, which is a full vanish, a full hand, and a lot of damage. That looks very strong, and it doesn't look like this guy's gonna be struggling to charge up his unique gauge. He has so many different mechanics to charge it up, right? He gets it on enemy arts when being hit by them. He gets it on ally battlefield entry. He gets it on where is it? I believe it's his green card. Yeah, he gets it on green card. He gets it on blue card. So a lot of different ways for this guy to go ahead and get that. The only thing I'm not a fan of on this guy is his being a blast unit. That's like the only thing I'm kind of on. But other than that, I mean, he does look very solid. His numbers are a little bit low. He's at 300% base. And it only really goes up on ally cover change, which will go up by like 20. We don't know how the switch attack mechanic is being activated, which is annoying. Let's go ahead and go up and read, see maybe if they say it up there. Maybe that's where we can figure out. And then he can do the switch attack multiple times as well. Let's see. Unique gauge, new switch attack. Switch this character in during an ally strike or blast arts combo to activate a special animation to deal big damage. It even nullifies. So yeah, you could bring him in at the end of like an ally combo, get that big damage in, and then continue his combo because he's also getting a card and key on entry. And if he's about to switch to a release gauge on top of that, he could get some massive value. This guy does look like he has a lot of potential, but he is going to take some skill to get used to. So I'm definitely looking forward to using him. Again, not a fan that he's a blast unit. I'd say his best partner is probably just Ultra Frieza, running him on like an LOE team. Because, I mean, that's just what is good for him. He basically is going to just replace Final Form Cooler on the LOE team. And you just run him, Meta Cooler, and Final Form Full Power Frieza. And that's probably the best team for him. With that being said, this is Bison, signing out.